towards the sun.
I wasn't trying to aim towards the sun. Sorry, I was just trying to aim towards a place to sit down.
There is no place to sit down. I asked you that.
Oh, we're already live. Thank you. You hit a button. Hi, guys. So, we are here at Vulture Peak Mine that they say is haunted. They do. It's been all over the scary shows. Whether or not it's haunted, I don't know. But I decided it was a good day to come outside and to talk to you guys a little bit more about cancer. And some of the things you need to know going into those first 3 words that you have cancer. Because nothing can prepare you for it. It really, you can't. You go in for a biopsy, you know something can come back. But you really kind of look at yourself and you go, not me. No, it's not going to happen. Or no, I've already done this. It's not going to happen again. Yeah, sorry guys. We're having some serious technical difficulties out here today. We were having a problem finding a place that we could actually get a signal so I could talk to you guys. So yeah, it was kind of a difficult day. Sorry. So, but yeah, we finally made it. So yeah, it's fun. So we've been out here. Behind us here, you'll see Mr. Wickenberg's house. I've taken pictures of a lot of this stuff. I'll post it all on social media for you guys. It's really cool. Got to see a whole bunch of really neat things, some really old stuff that we'll post up and see if anybody can figure out what it is. But back to my cancer patients. You know, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to check your hearing. Because you're going to hear the loudest crash that you've ever heard in your life. Sorry, it just happens. That crack that breaks you in the middle and says, guess what? Your mortality is now in question. And that's really what it is. It's about mortality. And it's about survival. And that's a lot of what this is survival. How do we survive being poisoned to death as a cure? I mean, that's what chemo is. It's poison. How do you go into your first chemo treatment knowing, woohoo, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fight, and I'm gonna let you poison me? That's what I'm gonna do. Because that's what you're doing. That's what I did. That's what we all do. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I've told everybody else and that my mentors have told me. Listen to your doctors. Go ahead and follow the rules and the regulations that they put forward. Listen to what they have to say. I wish I could, Brooks. We are in a federal park, basically. So, I had my vape pen and the battery took a shit on me. Otherwise, I would be smoking. So yeah, today is about, you know, responsibility. We have a responsibility to not only all of ourselves as stoners, but a responsibility to, you know, humanity and to our fellow people to share some of the wisdom that we have learned throughout our lifetime. So I'm going to dive right in and I'm going to share some of that wisdom with you right now. Once that deafening crack that the world makes, things start changing and moving, and then things start moving really fast. Your thoughts start going crazy, and that's where I want to tell you, the very first place you need to say no. Stop the thoughts. Stop them, because those are your worst enemy right now. Okay, guys? My brother died of brain cancer before I really knew what cannabis could do. Dean, I feel your pain, brother. I really do. My father and my mother both passed away. My father passed away of cancer. My mother passed away of opioid addiction and other problems that opioid had given her throughout her lifetime. So I'm in the same boat as you do. I didn't know that cannabis could have helped them. Otherwise, I would have saved my parents. I would have helped my parents. I would have tried to help my parents. Where are you? Knew we were farmers. You know, yeah, we do cultivate. We cultivate our medicine. And people look at us like we're crazy or we're drug addicts or we're whatever because we look at cannabis as a medication. So first thing I want to tell you, I'm going to give you one really awesome fun fact about cannabis and cancer. Do you know that 70% of cancer patients have stated that they feel a huge difference in the nausea and vomiting when they add cannabis to their treatment? So they're not taking chemo away from their treatment plan. All they're doing is adding cannabis into it. And that's really what I want to do, is encourage all of you guys to include cannabis as part of your treatment. Mother beat it twice. Last time had to remove her liver. Wow, that's amazing, Mike. Did she do it with cannabis, Mike? Did she have cannabis help? Because that's a huge thing. If you know, my kids, and I go back to this because I'm 43 years old. My kids are adults, and when my kids first came to me because I had cancer and said, you know, Mom, you really need to look at cannabis. Give it a shot. Give it a try. I mean, what could it hurt? Okay, yeah, the stigma's there. People look at you a little different. They don't. Let me tell you right now, they don't. But watch TV and all the drugs they talk about. Read all the things that can happen. Yeah, it makes you want to take a shit. The Bible states that, yes. It is true. It's hard. How do we justify taking a synthetic poison when we have a natural cure? That is my question. You know something, Danielle, that is awesome. Yes, CBD, please, guys. I cannot stress it enough. Keep that CBD on hand. It is good for you. It is very, very good for you. It helps with that anti-inflammatory properties. It helps with muscle tension and achiness. It helps with muscle fatigue and anxiety. Did you know that your muscles can actually get anxious? It's not just something in your head. AC/DC. I would like to try that strain. That's a strain worth trying. Yeah, absolutely. Has COPD. Well, add the time and being here, not legal, hard to... Yeah, legality is a big issue. And that's kind of why I decided to take the public persona and say, you know something, okay, I'm going to put my name on this. I'm going to put my face on this. I'm not just going to put my name on this. I'm going to put my face on cannabis and say, you know something, this helps us. This works. And the side effects, really, what side effects? I'm a little high. I'm happy. My muscles are relaxed. I'm not having to take muscle relaxers. I'm not having to take pain medication. I'm not drinking. I mean, there's so many things that I could be doing that would be so much worse for my body. And you have to remember, with all of those things, you're going to be adding in all those side effects. So now you're on a blood pressure medication because you have high blood pressure. Okay, so you're on a blood pressure medication. Let's say you're on a cholesterol medication. And let's say you're on something at night to relax the muscles, because most cancer patients do have to have something. Those are all contaminants that are going into your body. You're going to have to clean this out. Okay? So in one of my next episode is going to be about a detox. One of the first detoxes that your body should do as a cancer patient. Yes, I absolutely agree with detoxes. To a point. I do not agree with a starvation detox. I do not agree with a watered detox. Those detoxes will hurt you. Okay? I do not want a synthetic detox. I want a natural one. And that's what we're going to talk about next week. Is we're going to talk about fighting that natural defense systems with more natural things. We're going to talk about some dandelion tea. We're going to talk about adding some cannabis into that to make these work better. What we're trying to do is eliminate some of the side effects that we're getting in our everyday life. Because walking down the street, you're breathing in contaminants. You're getting side effects from all these contaminants. So yes, you're going to have to detox. You go home, you take a shower, you wash the outside of your body. You gotta clean the inside too. Oh, hi, El Mindy. Nice to see you again. It's been a while. Yeah, you know, we've really had to fight, guys. And this war isn't over. Cannabis is not completely legal yet. Cannabis is only legal in 29 states. We have 21 more states to legalize cannabis in. So remember, guys, our fight's not over. The war is not over. We've won 29 battles, but we've also lost 21 battles. We still have to refight those battles, guys. So, I again am here imploring all of you guys, asking you, take the responsibility challenge. Show that us as stoners can do this better than they can. We don't want to protest. We don't want to make anybody upset. We want to show them we're better. And we have more class than they do. Okay? So we got this. So now we're going to go through detox next week. This week, one of the main things that I want you guys to think about is think about what you're putting into your body on a daily basis. Okay? The foods, the waters, all of this. That does mean stuff. Bottled waters just as well as tap waters, well waters, all of these things have chemicals in them. So now we're going to have to say, okay, cancer doesn't just come from the things that we put into our body. It comes from our environment and all of the things around us. So getting out into your environment does a good thing. It gets you out into the fresh air. So getting out into some place like this that's open is a good thing for cancer patients. None of us want to do it. None of us want to get out of that bed. None of us want to get off that couch, stop watching TV. We're tired. We're angry. We're mad at the world, and we don't want to listen to anybody at that point in time. But guess what? If you get out, if you get in the sun, if you get just a little bit of exercise, you're going to find that it's really going to help. Okay? And the last thing for today is, and this is a big one, everybody has asked me, how is your hair still long? How do you still have hair? I do have a trick. My first trick was I lost all my hair once. So yeah, and I look really bad bald. My head is not even. It's all cattywampus and funky. So, hair is better on this head. So when you're out in the sun, start putting stuff on your head. A beanie, a hat, something that's on there that doesn't move around a lot. It's not real snug, but it fits there nicely. You don't want a lot of sweat in there. You don't want a lot of hair follicle movement. You don't want a lot of pulling. So when you're brushing your hair, you're gonna want to hold it and brush. Everything has to be extremely sensitive with cancer patients because that hair is going to keep falling out. And I'm sorry to say that once your chemo is over, it doesn't always guarantee that the hair is going to come back all the way, nor does it guarantee that it will actually look good. I'm sorry. I wore a wig for quite a while. I then had extensions in my hair because I am very vain and hate myself without hair. So that's how it works. We all have our own little discrepancies and our own little phobias, and mine was my hair. But there are ways of protecting it. High quality shampoos and conditioners are very good ways of doing it. High quality is much better than low quality. Getting your hair cut on a regular basis, just small trims, is always very, very good. And remember that no matter what you do, you are always going to lose some of your hair. And if this is your first time in treatment, I'm sorry to say, you're probably going to lose it all. We all have, and it sucks. I can tell you that there are several programs that will help you with wigs as cancer patients, and I will get those links and put them in below. So, but for today, I want to thank you guys for coming in. It was great to see all of you guys. We had a whole bunch of you guys in today. We do have another bong giveaway coming up, so keep your eyes tuned. Please remember, you need to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, guys. I need your help. I am working my butt off to get these videos out there and to push them, to get them to the cancer patients and to the PTSD and everybody else that needs these videos. But I need you to do it too. So subscribe, like, share, help. Thanks, guys. You're awesome. See ya.